Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. We're going to give it some time for people to come in as the notifications go out. This is part 2 for the full moon in Capricorn. That is happening tomorrow, July 21st at 6:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to continue with the rest of the zodiac signs. So starting with Leo and working our way all the way through to Sagittarius. If you have not already caught part 1, I highly suggest that everyone do tap into part 1 so that you can listen for the astrological placements that's going on, as well as listen to Capricorn and Aquarius. They're both ruled by Saturn, and besides both being ruled by Saturn, we are going to have this full moon in Capricorn happening. I did mention about Mars. Hello. Let me see here. I'm sorry. I'm drawing a Mars trining Pluto. And Mars ingresses into Gemini today. So that's definitely going to be playing a very interesting role with that trine. We do have Pluto in Aquarius at 0 degrees. That's going to be conjunct with the moon directly after. So like we're having this full moon. Pluto is going to be at 0 degrees, and then shortly after the moon is going to ingress into Aquarius, where it is going to be conjunct to Pluto. So this is a very transformative moon, and that is why I highly suggest that everyone at least watch the first half. The replay is posted both on IG and Instagram. Instagram and YouTube. As well as Facebook, excuse me. Hello. Welcome everyone coming in. Welcome. So we're about to get started in just a moment. I'm going to take a sip here, and then we are going to start with Leo. So also the reason why I highly suggest that everyone watch the first part is because there's going to be a lot of, collective energy there that may pertain to your zodiac sign as well. That's really hot. Oh, I did mention about I don't have the chart in front of me. Yesterday I had the chart. I did mention about a Venus and Venus sextiling Jupiter, and why that's going to be important, as well as Mercury squaring Uranus. And the sun is also going to be trining Neptune. And so that's going to bring a lot of revelations where there is confusion. And so you're definitely, like I said, there's a lot going on tomorrow that you're going to want to pay attention to the first half of the readings. Hello everyone. Welcome. Thank you for all coming in. So I don't want to have y'all waiting too long. I already know y'all was like, waiting. We was 3 hours in. I'm just gonna light some incense here. Ashay. Yes. How y'all doing? Can y'all let me know in the comments that y'all can hear me well, so that way we can get this going and flowing. Keep it going and flowing, removing any and all energies, entities, beings that's not serving us for our highest and greatest good, allowing them to be returned back to source, to be transmuted and transformed into an energetic frequency of unconditional love that serves and honors of the highest and greatest good of all involved. Ashe, Aho, Amen. right? And that is what this moon is going to really be doing, is transforming those karmic contracts. It's gonna be really allowing, as you know, showing you the way to allow you to connect to your greatest version of yourself. And so Leo, let's tap into Leo. Leo, I feel like y'all had a major shift recently. It could have been with the Mars conjunct Uranus transit, that maybe brought up some chaos, or maybe there was, you know, it could have been during the outage or something like that. But I do kind of feel not like a strong heavy chaos, because I feel a lot of transformations, things that changed your life. And for a lot of you, this could have been things that changed your life for the better. And for some of you, it could have been these changes were just like really hard for you. You know, Leo is a fixed sign, so y'all good at creating stability and keeping things in a certain like pace, right? Not necessarily liking too much change. If there's gonna be a change, it's like y'all want to be the center of that change. And so with that conjunction, it could have been some sort of change that maybe you wasn't sure if you wanted to like go for it and whatnot. However, this was for your highest and greatest good. I keep doing that with this deck, which I normally don't even do that with this deck, but that's okay. So let's see here, Leo. Leo, y'all are sitting in the seat of your throne. Y'all are in your position. This is also connected to Mars. And I did feel Mars energy around y'all. And we are going to have Mars trining Pluto. So this could be really important. I would definitely take the Emperor card. There could be something about time management here. There could be something about, you know, you maybe being very, very active, very... yeah, I feel like it's something about like overworking or something with your schedule, or really coming into a space of like that leadership position, that strong leadership position here. I'm really going to tell y'all, Leos, really listen to your intuition and trust that, because y'all have a strong knowing, a strong, like whatever burdens was coming through or whatever changes was trying to come through in that moment, it was really just to put you in the position that is like rightfully yours in a sense. So this is really your time to like not be so afraid. Yeah, there was a lot of healing that happened. All the cards are upright, and so this one naturally flipped itself over in reverse without even falling to the floor, right? So just in my hand, all this healing that you did, you really put yourself in a position to where you're not letting your old traumas, your intrusive thoughts get in the way of your leadership position. It's like really going into the space of knowing what needs to get done, Leo. And I really like this energy for you. It's really heart expansive. For a lot of y'all, you know, it was that y'all were maybe last year or a few months ago or earlier in the year, you were really doing a lot of healing in your heart. You were doing a lot of grieving and whatnot. But this full moon is like bringing a sense of like energy boost to where you kind of feel like even if there is some more to heal from that space, that you're gonna be like busy, or you're gonna be in another space to where it's not affecting your thought processes or your emotions in the ways that it was before. Yeah, you got some, like I said, listen to your intuition here. Y'all got some contracts, some deals, some opportunities that y'all foresaw it. Y'all have a vision, y'all have a sight that y'all not letting anyone get in the way of here. I really see y'all tapping into like your feminine energies here, tapping into, the Wheel of Fortune in the bottom of the deck. I really like that. with the Strength card, which is the card of Leo. I feel like that the Strength card here with the Wheel of Fortune, these two major arcanas, what I really feel here is like God don't give you nothing you can't handle. That you are strong enough for this position. You are strong enough to get through whatever changes and challenges that may have overcame you. You needed that strength. You needed those obstacles so that you can have the wisdom, the guidance, the heart, right? That whatever obstacles and changes, I was talking about those changes earlier, that needed to happen so that you could really be more gentle, more compassionate with yourself, not really be so stuck in your ways, Leo. I really like this energy because it feels like there's a lot of ancestral support around you. And like there is an energetic clearing of like that which was once hindering you is no longer able to even touch you. You know, when in looking, if y'all started off with a major arcana of Leo, right now y'all acting like a big deal, right? And so I really see this like y'all not getting distracted, right? Y'all not allowing yourselves to get distracted. Y'all are being nurtured. Y'all seeing what relationships is serving you in a way that's like, you know, that really feeds my heart. That's really serving my soul. I really resonate with this energy. Like there's a sense of like no longer resisting the feel good energy and no longer feeding that like traumatic timeline, but really being in a gentle space. This could have also been some healing of like mother energy is kind of what I'm getting. There could have been some like things going on with your, you know, your divine feminine energies. This could have been your partner, or just even like maybe some trauma with your mother, essentially, that was a little bit rough or tough or something like that. I'm not really sure what exactly is that. I do feel like there is a little bit of like inner child remnants and inner child healing with the mother that's trying to come through also. That maybe you felt like you overcame, it could have been like deeply suppressed, or whatever this energy is, it is coming up to the surface, to where it's no longer subconscious to you, but it becomes conscious. And with that, you have all the tools and the emotional intelligence to still stay in your position as a leader, and also do the shadow work and the healing when it comes down to the mother energy, to be in a more compassionate state. And I really feel like this is going to close out some generational traumas and bring y'all into a space of like more love, more things to celebrate, right? And it may not happen all exactly tomorrow, right? It may happen within the next few weeks. But it's definitely going to be like really activated tomorrow. If y'all have a really good idea when it comes down to like business proposals, or you were looking for certain opportunities, I really do see you, you know, I see promotions, or I see opportunities coming in for you, and these changes really changing your life for 180. So Leo, you know, if you were having a really rough patch before, this 180 is gonna be, you know, the time where it's not gonna be without work, but there's gonna be more to celebrate. There's also they are saying like you might be feeling a little bit tired, to just restore and regenerate some, like being your parasympathetic system and your parasympathetic nervous system to be cool, calm, and collected, whereas like maybe the people around you might get a little bit chaotic. So that energy kind of did come up. and the collective message. But y'all are really over the influence when it comes down to that. And I would definitely say, if you haven't already looked at where like your Mars placement is, definitely your Mars and your Pluto, take a look at that. That's really important. Both, you know, with Pluto in retrograde in Aquarius, you know, that energy, there is a lot that you're gonna want to take action to, or towards, that maybe it once felt stagnated for you before, but it's really gonna be moving forward. But there is that hidden blessing, that hidden, and we spoke about that yesterday, right? So I just don't want to repeat too much of like that general message, but it feels like the overall message that was coming up yesterday is also pertaining to your energy as a whole, Leo. I really like that there's a lot of like resolutions. That's kind of what I see. Like, I see y'all having the emotional intelligence and the creativity to like have a lot of solutions coming to the forefront. Y'all are really staying focused and determined in your position here. You could be a healer yourself. But there's something about like, even though your Mars placement, you might have like a strong Mars placement, like maybe your Mars is in Aries or something like that. Like with Mars moving into Gemini, it's almost like a sense of like relief and still movement, like, because you're, now that air is feeding your flame, right? But you're not so irrational about it. And so there is still a lot of like, you're being strategic. You're being logical, where you know, maybe the emotions of like woe is me is like, no, I'm not ignoring my emotions, and I'm gonna deal with them because I didn't even know this was coming up for me, type of vibes, right? Hello, Queen of Diamonds. Hello. All right, so what can you tell me about Leo's finances here? One card for Leo's finances. Thank you. That was fast. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3. No, that's too many cards. Leo's finances. What do you have here for Leo's finances? Thank you. The 8 of Pentacles. Like I said, y'all are really working, Leo. Y'all are really putting in that work. Definitely, if you're feeling the call for rest, rejuvenation, restoration, allow yourselves. I definitely sense, like, for those of you that's not an entrepreneur but possibly work, I could definitely see this being a promotion for you, you know, from one position to another. Your work being, you being acknowledged and recognized for who you are, and placed in times when like maybe they used to ignore you or they didn't necessarily see you. You're really shining a light in your leadership position. All right. And so finances are looking good. Yes, you're gonna have to work for it, or there is a emphasis of changes happening in your favor. And again, with the 3 of Pentacles, this is why I say this change, this Wheel of Fortune, this can definitely be an increase in your finances. This can be that promotion. All right. And for some of you, if you were without a job, if you wasn't working and you were looking for work, this can be that you get a job offering, right? But this job is going to take up a lot of your time, but it's also bringing you a mastery of self. It's putting you in that powerful position because you're strong. You're strong enough for it. You're able to know when to bring the beast out and shine that light and be in your confidence. So I see a lot of like solar plexus. I would definitely rock out maybe some black and gold or some like yellow, even reds. Reds could be really good for you as well, to be in that power, to be in that oomph of the energy. But there is a need to just the shadow side of this, of what I'm seeing here, is overworking, right? That's the only thing that I'm seeing here. But besides that, like, using your intuition and your discernment and keeping your foresight and staying balanced with your feminine, staying in tune with your emotions is going to keep you with that clear vision, that clear seeing, that clear knowing, that clear cognizance of how to navigate your leadership position with compassion, with restoration, and really be in the flow of the energetic currency, knowing how to move with the currents, right? This is why your money flow is going to be changing as well. You knowing you're in tune, all right? So don't neglect your feminine energies here, all right? And if this has anything to do with the mother, you know, just really make amends. This could be a reconciliation with mother energy. This could be maybe there was some old trauma stored in your body from like ex relationships or something like that, and you didn't even know. You worked so hard. You're in a whole other space deep in your masculine that you're not even realizing that you were still healing from this feminine energy. But it's gonna come up to the surface, and it ain't nothing that you can't handle. You're actually going to be able to handle this with grace and compassion with yourself and all that's involved with that emotional intelligence, and stay in your position. And I really like that because it's going to allow for the feminine energy within your being to really have a voice and to move energy so that you are magnetically attracting those contracts here, right? The contracts that you're working with to honor your position, as well as magnetically attract the females around you to stay and sit in their position. And so there's a amplification of energetic flow that is multiplying with your energy aligned with divine feminine energy. And I love that for y'all, Leo. Whether you are a man or a woman, there's a strong dominance in your masculine energy. So that's where there's that remembrance of like also being in tune with your feminine energy. And you really come a long way in mastering yourself and mastering your craft. You're good at what you're good at. There's no more time for downplaying yourself. No more time. Now the time has shifted. The time has changed. You know, it's time for you to really be in that position. You have a lot that you have to share with others. And in turn, this is going to share a lot with you. So Leo, that is your reading. I really love that energy for you. I just want to say congratulations now in advance for that new job or that new promotion, whatever change it is that's happening in your life. There's a major change happening in your life, Leo, and it's really beautiful as long as you allow yourself to stay in tune with your feminine and stay in tune with allowing yourself to be in your true position, in your light, and not be moved by other people's opinion, but really using your discernment and saying no. You know, and it's not even in a stubborn way. It's in a very, like I said, clear cognizance. It's supported by the divine. Okay? I love that for y'all. So what zodiac sign is after Leo? Virgos. All right, so we're going to get into Virgo. Give me just a moment here. Virgo energy. Y'all seem like y'all got a lot going on. So y'all could be healing from a lot of energies. Your energies could have been like scattered or chaotic, or there could have been a little, I keep hearing the word upheaval. Virgos. So let's see here. What is this full moon in Capricorn trying to tell my Virgos here? What is the message, the general collective message? And hello, for those of you that's just coming in, please remember to watch part 1, in which has the first half is going to be for all zodiac signs. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Whoop. Yep. So So Virgos, you're going to have some messages coming in here. This could be pertaining to finances here. This could also be pertaining to like masculine energy or father energy. I'm going to just kind of sit with that a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more for Virgo here. It could be that that card wanted to come off 3 times. The 5 of Pentacles here. The 5 of Pentacles. Virgo, you could be healing from abandonment issues. You could be healing from maybe there was some sort of walking away, or maybe even a family member or somebody like transitioned or something like that. I kind of see a partnership moving in 2 different directions. Like one is looking in one direction, the other is looking in another direction. And there's just like, you know, being left out in the cold, having to navigate. And this is pertaining to like masculine energy, or just renewing you're getting back to your power and allowing yourself to like really connect with healthy, meaningful connections. There could be a new lover that's coming in. Maybe you were going through a breakup, and that could have been like the upheaval or the changes that was occurring in your life. If this was like a family, like some transition in your family, there could be a unexpected pregnancy that ends up coming from this energy. And it's kind of helping you like realize like the healing that needs to get done. This could have also been that maybe you were in a partnership that reminded you of your father, and having to like heal through some of those traumas, some of those energies. But in this, I also see a lot of love energy that's trying to come into your heart space. So I'm going to say, Virgo, like keep your hearts open, stay open to love, Virgo. Tell me a little bit more with this center. Thank you. Yeah, the 8 of Cups. I sensed that. I sensed it. With the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. With the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles, it's like as much as you may have wanted something to work out, there's something in your womb space, whether you are male or woman, there's something in your womb space that's really needing to heal. You know, I feel like this is, maybe you grew up without a father, or maybe you have a partner who didn't grow up with a father, or like they grew up either in a single household, or their father could have been abusive, your father could have been abusive, and having to like heal from those types of things. So, and this is affecting your womb space. This is affecting like your magnetism, essentially. There's a lot of immaturity and impulsion here in this energy. And so there's like a strong desire for like, you know, a new relationship or something new here. But with this, like, if you allow yourself, and then even the position, like the masculine is, I'm not going to lie, as you could be thinking this masculine is toxic and XYZ, and the masculine is in the position here of bringing in finances here, and there's the Page of Pentacles here. So you could be a little bit impulsive, you could be a little bit immature. Maybe you're causing arguments and distortion, and where they're just trying to like be nurturing of the space and providing. It's like if you have a partner that's trying to provide for you, and it's not a real toxic relationship, but you're caught up in like your old traumas, I'm going to strongly suggest that you do some shadow work healing when it comes down to your childhood traumas, and really take a look at what wounds you may be carrying in your womb space, what wounds you may be carrying about abandonment issues, about trauma with your father, with the masculine. What abuse are you holding on to? What are past timeline, past stories that you're holding on to that is affecting your current relationships, not just even with your union or your partner, but even with your friends and your family and whatnot. It really feels like you're really wanting to call in healthy, meaningful connections and maybe even like collaborations and stuff like that. But like even your finances here is not like, you're not allowing yourself, you're able to bring in the finances, things that's tangible. You want, or you're receiving offerings because this masculine is able to provide it for you, but they're still like, I feel like the masculine is sitting in the seat of his throne and you're like the child that's needing from him. And so if this is a toxic relationship, then the guidance is to leave. Don't let your fears keep you away. Like really allow yourself, because there's a sense of immaturity here and irrational thinking, moving the energy in a way where you're being impulsive and maybe it's speaking harshly or something like that. Damn, that was spot on with Virgo. Oh, I'm still on Virgo. But I do see that with walking away, this is going to bring the healthy, meaningful connections that you've been wanting to bring in. This is going to be bringing in the collaborations and more creative force energy also. Like, I see a meeting of the minds. I see you rejoicing with yourself. I could also see, and this could be maybe that there's past lovers that's also trying to come into the mix. So like maybe you did walk away from this relationship, or you're trying to walk away from this relationship and your partner keeps coming back. Like that, I could see that you walking away from a situation because it's no longer emotionally fulfilling you. It's bringing up abandonment issues. It's just bringing up a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. It's nothing. And I could see him coming in, or they leaving you and you're trying to come in that. So I will be mindful, because this full moon is about closure, right? This full moon is about bringing an ending to those karmic relationships that's no longer serving you. This full moon is about putting an end to those toxic patterns, putting an end to that which is hurting you and hindering you. And it's even making these sextiles with Uranus, so that way you can have this breakthrough, right? And with the conjunction to Pluto at 0 degrees and the sun trining Neptune, it's like whatever illusions and all of that was going on in your head, like there's gonna be a lot of fear. Yes, fear is gonna come up to the surface, but there's gonna be a lot of opportunities to break through that, and revelations that's gonna show you it's okay to change. It's okay to, but if you want something new and you want something better, you're going to have to let go of your old life, and that might be difficult for you. But there's opportunities that's going to be coming in, and it's going to come in faster than you even think. Allow yourself to not be with doubt. Allow yourself to be with confidence. Allow yourself to trust that your prayers are heard, that your ancestors are working in your favor, to help you move through mountains. If you're gonna, because Mercury is in pre-shadow right now. It's about to go retrograde, and we have Saturn in retrograde. We have Pluto in retrograde. And so these energies are really asking you to reevaluate what it is that is holding you back, reevaluating the false evidence appearing real, right? Really, asking you to do the healing that is necessary so that you can be in your position and not be so immature with it. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot to offer, and there's other people that have a lot to offer for you too. But if you're gonna pray for someone to stay in your life, then maybe change your attitude about how you're addressing this person in your life. If you want them to stay in your life, you have to trust that they are going to be the rightful person to be in that position. And you have to trust yourself in honoring them with that. And so that requires forgiveness to be, if there was some sort of like a messy situation or something like that, you're going to have to forgive. You're going to have to forgive yourself, and you're going to have to forgive them, and just really move on. Really move on, because if you stay stuck to the story, you're not really going to move on. And then you're going to keep subconsciously keeping yourself in a pattern, keeping yourself in those traumas. And then you're also going to be like tormenting them and punishing them over and over and over for something that they're not even entertaining, but you're entertaining. And so if that's too painful for you, then there's something in you that is selfish, and in your selfishness, you're hindering them, and you're hindering yourself from growth. But when you allow yourself to really be in the space of true unconditional love, you say, I love you enough to let you go. And if you love me, if the time comes that either you and I come back and it works, then so be it. But for right now, this ain't working out. This ain't where it at. I got too much trauma and too much drama to be in this position here. When you're in that position, we're not seeing eye to eye. This ain't really working out. And it's really going to continue to create ripples of messy energy and scattered energy to keep manifesting. And then the healthy, meaningful relationships and connections that you're trying to build with, it's almost like last minute they're just not going to work out, because there's a lot of self-sabotaging energy that's present. So Virgo, I strongly suggest that you get into the space of just doing some deeper shadow work. Release the self-sabotaging habits. Release that the resentment and the anger and the pain and the sadness and the trauma stories that's connected to your father or the masculines around you. And allow yourself the opportunity to say, I attract healthy masculine energy. Masculine energy loves to be around me, loves to provide. And the truth is, it does. This is why even the man that you are dealing with, or you are a man and you're a provider, and the woman that you're dealing with is the immature one, or it doesn't even have to be man, woman. I'm talking about energies for the most part. The masculine energy is dominant here, but it's also nurturing, and it's able to provide. Yeah, with the Devil card here. She's a Virgo too, okay? It's like needing to be mentally quick with it. It's just a lot of... there's a lot of ideas and opportunities and things that's wanting to come through, but yeah, see, it's like one of y'all is really looking for like deep harvest, and the other one is just in deep fucking pain and like creating this resistance from the harvest to come in. And this is one person is creating a burden and a workload. And so like even like just like not really being able to see forward. Not able to really see forward. Yeah, look at the Eight of Swords. Not being able to see. There's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of trauma. There's not really moving forward. There could have been a sense of betrayal, or maybe even just like intrusive thoughts of betrayal. Whatever it is, there's a strong need for healing here. If there is something about family transitioning, I could see this being like you coming from a space of like still doing that deep inner womb healing of like abandonments, and coming into a space of like restoration and magnetically attracting. So I'm kind of getting like a different storyline of like maybe some of y'all Virgos that are dealing with this with like your relationships, and then very few of you Virgos are actually dealing with like a family member that transitioned, and this is bringing you like a spiritual initiation that is awakening you into a new phase and journey in your life that is going to create a ripple of healthy, meaningful connections. Because with this family member transitioning, it's bringing in a lot of inner child wounds that was like suppressed and subconscious in there, coming up to the surface for you to deal with. And there might be some abandonment or like grief in that space too. But with you healing and recognizing, okay, you know what? My whole life has changed and it's never really going to be the same. And I don't know how long I'll be grieving for. Maybe I'll be grieving forever, but I know I'm not going to stay in this position forever. And I know that I want something more for myself. And so you start shifting yourself with that great revelation and moving away from the toxic stuff into a more, healthy lifestyle. And they want me to emphasize on healthy because there is like the soul is perfect, but the human experience is going to go through waves. So you don't have to like look at everything so like perfect, so to speak. So Virgo, what is your finances looking like here? Thank you. That was quick, fast. Yeah, so you may be waiting for your ships to come in. There could be a lot of confusion. There could be a lot of opportunities that's trying to come in, and you're trying to weigh your options as to like which opportunity do I take. And so I do see some resources and money and stuff coming in, but I do see a sense of like just really, Spirit is just really asking you to focus your energy and going inwards of what it is that you really want to manifest when it comes down to even like your finances, of how you want to do that, how you want to bring this in for yourself. There are ships that's coming in. There are resources. I think it really depends on which Virgos, which timeline you're on. If you're in the timeline of already attracting those healthy, meaningful connections because you did all that healing work, then your ships are going to be sailing in. And so, letting go of the expectations of how that looks, but knowing that it's coming in and trusting the process. And then for some of you, it's almost like y'all are waiting. Y'all in a waiting game. Y'all waiting for something to come in. And it's like the moment that you let go is when it's going to come in. All right? Unexpected money can also come in as well with that, because of like Jupiter's energy. Jupiter being in the 12th house. This is really saying like unexpected blessings can come in. Y'all could have been dealing with some like health issues as well and having to like clear out from some of that. and that was leaving you a little bit like cloudy in your mind and confused, but you're navigating through narrowing down what it is and looking at people and situations in deep reflection. Virgo, you're saying is both. Okay. And remember, this is a general collective that's for Virgo itself. So take the parts that do resonate for you and you know your story. So, and my condolences for any grief or family members that you may have transitioned. You know, I know that during this time there's a lot of transitions and unexpected deaths, but you know, a death is just a transformation from one life to another. You know, we're constantly dying from one life to another. And so just knowing that you have the ability to connect with this individual in spirit the same way you connect with God, the same way you connect with the air, the same way you connect with your physical eyes does not really see. It is the reflection of the fractals of lights and the angles that is allowing for you to see what you are perceiving, right? And so we don't always see the air, but we know it's there. And you know, a lot of the times people want to rush a grieving process. And you know, if you are fighting depression, if you feel like you need someone to talk to, I am an end of life doula, so you can reach out to me and we can do some deep dives if you want to go deep into some shadow work. If you just want to talk, you know, in regards to learning some breathing techniques or some exercises to help get through grief, we can have that discussion. And I'm just going to affirm that anyone who transitions both alive and transcendent is moving on to their soul's highest and greatest good for their, you know, their greatest consciousness, and elevating the space of fractals of light so that it's serving the highest and greatest good for all involved, and that you receive peace and calmness and love in your heart. And know that it's okay to not be okay. Know that if you're not okay, it's not the ending, right? You're allowed to have moments when you need to rest, and then you're allowed to have moments to keep going, but you are going to have those healthy, meaningful connections coming in, people that's going to understand. You know, they may not know your old you. Your life is never going to be the same. So even though their life had transcended into a new realm and their physical body is going through, you know, their decay, essentially your old life is doing the same as well. Your old life is doing the same. And your internal, your organs, your mind, your body, your spirit is no longer the same either. You are birthing a new experience with yourself. And so there is going to be some pain. There is going to be some tears that happens, and it's okay. Everyone goes through it. There isn't a single being out here on earth, well, a single human, right, or animal, or being that doesn't go through a transformation, that doesn't go through a grieving process. Everyone goes through it. It's not to say that makes it better or worse, and it's not even to say that what anyone says is gonna make it better. Even me, sometimes I'm just listening. Sometimes it's for me to just allow others to speak about what it is that they're feeling. Sometimes the best thing to say is nothing, and that's okay. I know you're going to be okay, and I know that sometimes people don't even want to hear that either. And so, you know, allow yourself to receive what is for you and let go what is not for you. And I wish you the absolute best, and you can reach out to me if you feel called to. And so we are going to move on to Libra. Excuse me. All right, Libras, what's going on with y'all? Libras, I don't know why I feel like y'all trying to just look pretty. But y'all could be really, really tired as well, Libra. I feel like y'all really tired. You may have had a lot of major shifts, a lot of major changes happen in your life as well. And remember, for those of you that is just coming in, you're going to want to listen to part 1 to get the full overview of this energy and how else it may impact you or the collective around you. Just clearing the deck. I want to say thank you to everyone who's still here tapping in, whether it's live or on the replay. I do want to put the reminder out there for those of you who may already know or don't know. I'm also doing a 40 days, 40 nights reunion of the soul. And there's going to be daily activities and meditations and breath work. And we're going to have eight group meditations. All right. And it's going to be happening from August 2nd to September 12th. And so if you want more information on that, you can DM me. The number's 444. Or you can email me at switchingdacode@gmail.com. And I can send you the link. The replay is also on YouTube. So with all the information on there. It is a private, intimate group setting. It's not going to be on live. And there's going to be different forms of fastings. There's going to be different forms of yoga asanas, mudras, okay? And like I said, breathing exercises. But every day, every night, 40 days and 40 nights, there's journal prompts so that you can go into deep reflections. And some of it sounds really tedious and silly. But essentially is you get to be as deep or as shallow as you allow yourself to be or want yourself to be. And the whole goal is to be reunited with your soul, right? And so I highly recommend that you go deep, because at the end of the day, I promise you, it's almost like you ain't gonna have no choice but to go deep with the exercises that we're gonna be doing, with the breath work that we're gonna be doing. Oh my goodness, I know for a fact. And then there's also gonna be like sound bone healings with the meditations that we're gonna be doing. So if you're interested in that, please do reach out to me. All right, so we're gonna get into it, Libra. Wow, we're almost done too. That's pretty fast. Hello, Rosa. Libras. This full moon. Libra, y'all are in your energy with the Queen of Swords here. I see y'all really, really being in a sharp, directive space. It may seem a little bit cold, which is interesting that y'all are, Libras aren't always in a space of detachment here. Y'all do have the Death card in the bottom of the deck, as well as the Ace of Swords. So again, y'all are clear in your mind. There could have been, like I said, I felt a major shift happening for y'all, Libra, and I really like this energy, because regardless of if there was a metaphorical death, a literal death, whatever this death and transformation is, there's a clear knowledge, a clear knowing, an acceptance of what is, clear direction, revelations, no confusion. I really see y'all like cutting cords with even helping other people cut cords, speaking your truth. I really like your energy, Libra. I really like this energy here. Let me get a little bit more with Libra. Yeah, you could have been fighting off some tension, some energies. I did feel your like physical body being a little bit tired. There could have been a little bit of like feeling like there's a tug of war spiritually, essentially, or you could be like a spiritual warrior, essentially, is what I'm kind of feeling. Hey, so Aquarius is in part 1. So if you go on YouTube, you're gonna see part 1, and you'll be able to find Aquarius there. I did Aquarius yesterday, which if you're just coming in, everyone, I highly recommend that everyone watches part 1, especially the first half. It's going to give you all the astrological transits, and then it's going to go into Capricorn and Aquarius, and I recommend that everybody watch both of those as general overviews, and then watch your zodiac sign. So going back into it, it could have been that there was a lot of fast-paced movement. Nonetheless, even if there was some sort of like spiritual, I almost want to say spiritual attack, but it's so funny because there was actually no attack. Like, you are so above the influence that, like, even if this is collective energetic stuff, you can see beyond the veil. Like, you're just in such a different space, Libra, how I feel you compared to other signs. Like, you're just really focused. You're really focused. You're being above the influence. You're making moves. And even those moves may seem impulsive to others, they're actually in like strategic. And accounted for. You could be feeling a little bit tired because of all the change and transitions. There could have been things going on that you're battling within yourself, maybe some health issues that you're battling. And that comes into revelations, because I kind of see that for some of you Libras, and I'm sorry for those of you. It's not that it's my fault at all, but there is a sense of like, okay, I'm not sorry, because I don't want to put that sorrow energy out there towards you as a projection. But I do sense a sense of sorrow. So you could be dealing with like deep sorrow and just allowing yourself to be logical about it, rather than being emotional, and you're just focusing on... Yeah, you may be focusing on like your business or like material things, physical things, the things that you can focus on, the things and allow the healing to happen. You could be a caretaker to someone who is getting ready to transition. You can be in a space of fighting some really deep, harsh diagnosis as well. But I do see here because I'm getting a lot of stories with y'all, so please bear with me. For some of you Libras, this is just like you really being in your power, in your focus, and seeing how there is a lot of like sickness and chaos and stuff around you in your environment, and you just trying to stay focused and keeping in tune with your health, and doing a lot of healing for yourself and others. Maybe you're a healer and you're doing cord cuttings for others. You're helping others cut through and really navigate with their health issues. All right. For some of you, this could be that you're a caretaker to someone who is battling some sort of sickness, or you could be someone who had or has a diagnosis of something terminal, essentially. But there's a lot of healing energies that's involved in this. Yes, the Star card, exactly. I see a lot of healing. Y'all have a lot of strong faith here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Magician here. There's a lot of healing, a lot of prayers, a lot of miracles happening here, and just holding that vision. I see, I'm even like, there's certain, you may have a strong connection with Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. I'm kind of seeing here as well. I'm also seeing water deities, which is really interesting. So there could be something about going to the water or having water around you. Drinking more water. But there's a lot of healing, a lot of miracles happening in here. So take the story that resonates with you, Libra. I feel like there's a lot of, regardless of the diagnosis, regardless of what these transformations are, this is bringing like a celestial healing in your journey. That's your sister sign. I see a lot of ancestor support, a lot of spirit guides. This feels very, very spiritual. I'm not even going to lie to you. I feel like this is a lot of like, just a lot of angels, a lot of ancestors, a lot of healing, So Libra, if you were in a hard space, just keep your prayers, keep your focus. This is really beautiful. If there's any cords to cut, or like commanding that the illness is removed and transformed from the space, really truly like commanding it, directing your energy consciously, right? Your wishes, like this is a wish fulfillment, this is miracles coming through, or this is like changes. Put it in writing. Speak it out loud. It's like really being mindful. Whatever you're speaking out loud, you're really that's manifesting for you. So if you are battling with some like pessimistic thoughts and stuff like that, I'm going to strongly encourage you to be more optimistic and be mindful of your words, because you're in a strong position of manifesting right now. And nonetheless, regardless of what happens, this is a major transformation that's happening in your life that is unavoidable. You could be in the thick of it right now. You could be in the middle of this, or this could be news that's coming in. But I do see the healing. She's going through health issues right now. I'm sorry. I do see healing though. And I keep saying I'm sorry. And I really don't mean to say I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to be like rude about it or anything like that. But there could be a lot of sorrow. There could be healing, needing to heal from like resentment and sorrow energy here. This could be self-induced or self-inflicted. This could be due to fears. This could have been, maybe there could have even been like maybe things from like work or whatever. But I see healing. Yes. And self-love. This is a time, Libra, for y'all to do a lot of self-care. This is self-mastery. This is your angels supporting you, helping you on your journey. This is to allow you to reconnect with the overflow of love and life here. Really, and again, I was feeling like water is so connecting with the divine mothers of water. Connecting with like the, divine healers of your lineage, of your ancestors. Maybe just having a white candle and a glass of water out in honor of the prayers of miracles from your ancestors before you, in benevolence and truth and righteousness and perfect love and perfect trust of Source, the Most High, and your highest self being the great grand healer, and guiding you into this space of like knowing what changes it is. But there's also an acceptance in this energy. So if this is that it's a terminal ill, it's like accepting what is kind of like in your path, in your journey, and kind of like knowing, but also like putting in a lot of love and healing and like making the best out of your life in this journey right now, rather than being pessimistic, right? If it's not something that's terminal, I definitely see a lot of healing happening regardless. And like I said, even if this isn't, I know in your instance you're talking about health issues, but because this is a collective message and not like a personal message for you, like if this isn't pertaining to health itself, this is pertaining to the health of some area in your life that is at a detriment or that is hurt. This could even be like finances, right? So maybe your finances have been hurt, or you lost a job, or you were fighting against odds. Whatever is the opposing force, there's a healing that is happening in that area. And to stay focused and being positive, having a positive outlook, and also accepting what you cannot change is going to allow for the healing to happen faster. Because even though you may not be able to change everything, you're able to change your perception of it, and you can learn the lesson from that, and it can bring you to more ease and more less anger, right? Because it could also be that there's a lot of anger. The Queen of Swords, she could be sharp with her tongue. She could be angry. A white candle. Just keep it simple. White is universal. You know, if it's someone who have been dealing with, and this could also be that maybe somebody wanted to speak their truth and they weren't speaking the truth. They wasn't honest, and they're being called to speak their truth. They're being called to utilize that throat chakra. They could have been a people pleaser and was holding their tongue back, and that could have been creating, you know, some of the health issues to occur, or whatever distortion and detriment that's occurring here. And if it is that it's someone that's speaking up and they're just like super aggressive, pessimistic, and just cold and cut and dry in that way, the advice is to not let your fears get the best of you, but to go into the healing realms, and allow yourself to clear your mind. You know, go into a meditative space. This could be maybe painting a picture or something, doing something therapeutic, something that's fun. Go out in nature. But yeah, that's, whew, all right. They're very transformative, you know, it can be very illuminating, very enlightening, and it's going to show you your power. This is, you know, for those of you Libras that's not dealing with any form of like detriment in that space, this is just you really activating your powers after deep shadow work from like old traumas, old stuff, and it's no longer affecting you from before. So what is with your finances here? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely. And like I said, there's something about water, right? So the King of Cups, the Five of Pentacles wanted to come out. Yeah, could have been, you know, letting go of the past or whatever. But the King of Cups is here too. I felt a lot of water energy, connecting with water for sure. For your finances here, we got the Queen of Pentacles here. So I see this as a good sign of you, the seeds that which you have been laying down. Like I said, y'all are in a space of manifesting. Y'all wishes are being fulfilled. Y'all in a space of manifesting. If you say you are worthy, if you say that you are wealthy, if you say that you are rich, you will be sitting in the seat of your throne. And it's going to be coming to you. So I definitely see your finances coming in a good way. All right, here I see the universe really bringing things into your favor here. So if you were feeling like if you were feeling like you needed to create a shift with your finances, I do see money coming in. Or this could be that your finances are you know, I don't see a loss in your finances. It could be in a position where you've learned to budget it better, or more resources is coming in. Nonetheless, you're nurturing what you have. You are focusing what you have. And as you are focusing what you have and being grateful for what you have, more is going to come in. Yeah. So that is your reading, Libra. I really like this energy for you. Despite the whatever discomforts, whatever oppositional energy is you're having to battle through, I see you overcoming it. I see you overcoming this battle. If it is something terminal, you know, it could be that there's an inheritance or something that you're going to be leaving behind with the Queen of Pentacles here. But nonetheless, you know, there's something about being at peace. You know, allowing yourself to be at peace, allowing yourself to really live your life in the ways that's keeping you in wholeness, that's keeping you you know, in a space of just remembering how to reconnect with love. And reconnecting with the healer within yourself, and with your spiritual, reconnecting with your spirituality, essentially. Like if you've been too logical and you've been too pessimistic, really allowing yourself to reconnect to your spiritual side and get by water. Hi, Sumi, welcome. All right, so we are gonna get into, for those of you who had already did the shadow work and y'all coming into like your finances coming in, y'all been tapping into your spirituality. This is why that which you are focusing on, that which you are thinking on is manifesting and is coming at a rapid space. So just knowing that you're like so abundant in your manifestations is a great, this is a great opportunity to use this full moon to really focus on your purpose and your vision in that light, in that truth, and knowing that you have overcome that which was your hardest battles, you know, that which was hurting you. And I love that for y'all. So thank you, Libra, for being in your power, for allowing you to reconnect with your soul, reconnecting with your spirit, and really just aligning yourself in a beautiful manner. Especially for those of you who are the healers, who are doing cord cuttings, not just on yourself, but on others. You know, there's so much gratitude for you because there's so much happening in the collective, and that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, and a lot of people don't really understand how deep the healing is until they like see it for themselves or experience it. But for those of you that's doing that healing work, yo, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. Scorpio. I'm going to take a sip of water. My tea. We are almost there, y'all. We got Scorpio, then we got Sagittarius. All right. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Scorpio. Why? Oh, y'all feeling sensual, huh? Wow, y'all going through a major shift at this time too. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let me just clear this up here. Almost all my cards fell. What I like here is that I do see some celebration happening with family as well. There could be a family gathering or something going on. But there's a major change happening for y'all too. Excuse me. I feel like some of you Scorpios are actually like considering a family is kind of what I'm seeing here. Like wanting a family or expanding your family. What is this energy here? I'm clearing the deck. I'm just tapping into energies here. All right, so we have the Judgment card here. A lot of ancestral energies. This is like the final rodeo, so there could be some major changes that's happening in your family lineage. That is really a make or break it when it comes down to maybe even like your relationships or your daily routines or some sort of like energies that have been passed down with like your family or something like that. Let me see here. Can I get more energy here with, Two of Cups here. All right. There could be some judgments in like a relationship or your connections here. You know, this Knight of Wands keep popping out. This Knight of Wands here keeps popping out. Yeah, there could have been some judgments here. You could be letting go of some connections, some collaborations with people. There's a major healing. Your spirit guides is helping you to connect with the healthy, meaningful connections, right? That's like the way I like to say it. There's a lot of healing that's happening in your relationships. There's a lot of healing that's happening. This could be a relationship with your partner, with a significant other, your relationship with your family, your relationship with your friends, co-collaborations here. There's a lot of changes that's happening though in regards. There could be even like moving, maybe considering moving here. Yeah, the Ten of Swords here. There could have been a collaboration that you... listen, Scorpio, you know your energy, right? What I'm seeing here was letting go. It's like you're finally in a space, and I don't know why I'm saying it like that, like finally, like whatever. Anyways, it's like you're in a space right now where you're no longer wanting to self-sabotage. You're no longer wanting to be in a space of like revenge. You're no longer wanting to be in that type of like energy. You've accepted, you've seen things for what they was. Maybe you was really judgmental because you're like, yo, I fucking see it now. Like, I fucking see it and I'm a heal from it. But I fucking know. So like being in a space where it's almost like spirit had to force you to trust, to use your discernment when it comes down to your connections and the people that you had connected with. Because there could have been like a lot of gossip. There could have been a lot of like false light projections. There could have been a lot of like manipulation, and there could have been like a lot of like traumas and old things that was like even passed down from your lineage or your family or something like that. Nonetheless, you know, I do see you putting in a lot of healing where you know, it's really dark, really heavy. You could have been fighting through a mental depression and not even really showing it to others, or someone in your family or around you could have been dealing with a depression and you're helping them heal through that. All right. Tell me a little bit more about this energy for this full moon with Scorpio. Yeah, healing. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And this is connected with, like, this could be your marriage, all right? This could be, maybe there's some addictions or something here, but this is your ancestors here with the 9 of Cups. They're wanting to keep bringing you, like, wishes fulfillment. They're trying to help you through this process. However, there's some sort of ancestral pattern that's what they're saying. Like, this is a make or break when it comes down to your soul's connection. When it comes down, like, there's no need for you to continue on a cycle that is hindering your growth when you have the opportunity to move forward. But there is a lot of healing that's happening in your relationships. Once you really get into the healing space, you got to go deep, because this is beyond what is on the surface, right? You may be attracting friendships that it may appear as if there's a lot of love, but then there's some secret jealousy, or maybe you judging them or criticizing them or talking about them behind your back. And so there's a lot of gossip, or you're experiencing that from other people because of the energy that is attached to, like, your family or something like that is kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, and so there's going to be, like, a lot of revelations and healing to move forward from it. All right. So I see you really coming into a space of, like, you're like, I'm gonna fucking be happy. I'm gonna reach happiness regardless of what anybody says. And I'm gonna be victorious in what it is that I want, because that's what your ancestors want for you. Your spirit guides and your ancestors want you. If you do drink, I would highly suggest that you take this time as you're doing this shadow work, as you're doing this healing work, that you just maybe stop drinking, abstain from drinking, and kind of go into, like, maybe being a little bit more sober, or you know, moving in that realm for a little bit, just so that you could be in a happier state and a more successful space, so that you can be in alignment with those, like, higher vibrational people that are wanting to co-collab with you, are allowing you to be in that space that is in alignment with what you're really praying and asking and affirming for yourselves, for your organs, that you're like, I literally see you giving offerings to your, it could be offerings to your ancestors or your spirit guides or whatever the case may be. You're giving offerings to, like, even deities. I see somebody working with deities, and you're giving them offerings, and you don't ask them for stuff all the time, but you're literally asking them for a change when it comes down to your family dynamic. You're asking them for a change when, like, you're with your relationships and people around you, and they're showing you all of this, the intrusive thoughts, the heartbreaks, the trauma. And so there is that, like, a little bit of moving on impulse and being vengeful and stuff like that. And they're like, listen, you are literally in a make or break space in your life to let that shit the fuck go. You can choose to stay in this path where it's literally gonna hurt you and still be, like, constant battle. Or you can choose to, like, move forward and see things for what they are. But this is going to require you to change and clean up. I see you being victorious, all right? I see you, I see you overcoming, like, the obstacles. But you're needing to make a decision. Do I keep letting the past traumas of my ancestral lineage to linger into my present life or present moments, right? And like letting that shit end where it needs to end and really transcend and move forward in another way. There's something about minding the temperament, minding your words, minding, there could be like verbal, I don't know why I want to say like verbal abuse, or maybe like, maybe, maybe you're talking really down on yourself, or someone's talking down on you, or you're talking down on someone else, and like kind of putting an end to that. It could have been that maybe there was, some family members that essentially was talking downs. Are you doing free readings? No, not right now. No. I don't do that. But I'm doing the collective right now for Scorpio, and then I'm gonna go into Sagittarius. So let's see here, Scorpio, what your finances, what does this full moon say for you for your finances, Scorpio? What is your finances looking like? Yeah, okay. So you're going to be working during this time. You're going to be getting a lot of work in. This is a mastery of self. This almost wanted to come out in reverse. So it looks like there could be a little bit of like challenges, but overall, you're going to be making money. You're going to be making money. You're going to be in tune. This feels really good. There's going to be a lot of celebrations that's happening. I really feel like if with the celebrations and everything that's happening, this is you really being in the timeline of like your success and your victories and stuff like that. And coming to like a reunion. There could be some sort of like reunion that's happening here. Or starting something new. Yeah, Cappy was in the first video. So everyone who came in late, I'm recommending that everybody see the first part, at least the first half. You can get the general overview of the energy, and then the first zodiac signs that I get into is Capricorn and Aquarius, and I highly recommend that everybody watches those, because that's the general overview energy that's going to be connected to everybody else. So Scorpio, you're going to be working during this time. You're going to be making money. You have reasons. You're going to get good news. Good news is going to be coming in, right? This good news that's going to be coming in is going to essentially have you in the space of like, okay, I can no longer afford to be in that space where I once was at, right? So essentially the Judgment card is, are you judging yourself? Are you judging others? Are you keeping yourself in a pattern that's been hindering you and your ancestors, or you and your family, or something like that? And really put yourself in the position to just be on that higher timeline, all right? So that you can let go of the hurt, you can let go of the pain, you can let go of the grief. Yeah. Whew. Some of y'all do want to expand in your family. I was feeling that as well. And so there could have been like a healing process that needed to happen with like your fertility, if there's any type of like fertility issues for some of you Scorpios. And so really just breaking through the barriers of those traumas and whatnot, so really get into the alignment of being able to be fertile. I don't know who needed to hear that, but that needed to come out. So Scorpio, that is your energy. Yeah, there could be a lot of womb healing that was happening there as well. All right, so we're going to go into Sagittarius, last but not least. For those of you, like I said, for those of you that's just coming in, welcome, thank you. Please be sure to tap into part 1 so you could get the general overview. I highly recommend that everybody watches that. Sagittarius. The Fool card, Sagittarius. Y'all are really, you know what I feel with this energy? Y'all gonna be taking a leap of faith, but it's gonna be, I almost feel like, let me just keep going. I feel like that energy, this is about major change. You're not even gonna be able to like stop this change from happening. Yeah, the Queen of Wands, y'all are in your fire. Y'all are magnetically attracting that which y'all taking a leap of faith. Y'all were calling this in. So y'all gonna be receiving unexpected blessings, a lot of changes. Y'all might be moving to another place. Y'all might be starting another relationship or a new relationship, or calling in a relationship here. I see a lot of self-love. What I'm seeing here too though is that like y'all might not be going out as much per se during this full moon, but y'all are doing a lot of like magnetically attracting. Y'all really tapping into your power, into your magic. The Strength card here. Okay, yeah, but with the Magician in the bottom, like I said, there could be a Leo involved. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Y'all could just be tapping into your inner strength, your power. There's a strong magnetism here with y'all. Y'all could be finding somebody letting go or refusing to let go. Maybe somebody's having a hard time walking away from some sort of situation here. That's a lot of cards. Right. The Justice card, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. All right, so there's something in here that's going to work out in your favor. There could have been some sort of like information or hardships or something that was like essentially something that's needing to come into balance is going to come into balance here. Yeah, I like this. I was going to ask about your money card, and y'all got like the Ten of Pentacles here. So this is about like a sacred union, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, starting something new. This really feels like Master Magician energy here. A road being open, a path being open. You really walking through the veil. Wholeness, divine sister. You really walking through the veil and really a paradigm shift. Thank you. I was trying to find the words. This is a paradigm shift that's gonna lead to justice being restored here. All right. Justice being restored. The Five of Pentacles in reverse could also be like something that wasn't really working out, crashing down because it needed to. And you had to be strong in the process, but in that process, justice is being restored, rightfully so. I really like your energy though. Y'all are really in a like mentally, like a lot of spiritual creative energy. There's a lot of spiritual creative energy here. There's a lot of balance being restored, a lot of magnetism here. I gotcha. Give me a moment. the things that was coming to an end wasn't it those it's this is beautiful. This could be a marriage, okay? This could be an unexpected proposal. This could be an unexpected moving to a new place and this working out in your favor. This could be like something that was owed to you being returned. I'm doing Sagittarius right now. So there could be that there was something that was owed to you, like a karmic debt or something that's paying itself forward, paying itself back to you. It may not be in the actual exact way, but there is a karmic debt being paid off to you is what I'm seeing here. And I really like this energy here. For some of you, like, y'all not even gonna be able, this is a major change that is unavoidable for y'all, Sagittarius. And so for some of y'all, some of the change, you didn't want to walk away from these things. You almost didn't. You didn't want to let it go. You didn't want to abandon what it is. You didn't want to give up. You've been putting in the work. You've been putting in the work. You've been standing strong. And your hard work is about to be acknowledged. Like, hard work is paying off here. It could be some sort of inheritance that comes in. Or money that's due to y'all. Unexpected blessings. You know, unexpected blessings here. So let's get into Sagittarius finances here. What oh, thank you. So we have the Four of Swords in reverse and the Temperance that came out in reverse here. So this is really interesting here because okay, this goes into taking the leap of faith. If you, the money, your finances are going to be moving in a ways that it's hard for you to see. It's hard to, Jupiter is in the 12th house here. So there is some sort of like a unexpected, not really knowing where it's coming from or to see it. And it's because with the justice thing, what they want me to tell you is, like, money can be a poison to some while it can be a medicine to others, right? And so there's like quote unquote good money, bad money, but essentially money is not good or bad, it's just energy. And so there's gonna be a paradigm shift, a mindset shift in regards to how you view money. And where money was slow is no longer going to be slow anymore. There's a healing that's happening with it. But you can't resist this change. There are saying this is not the time to do like impulsive gambling. But definitely take a leap of faith in investing in your journey, in your path. You are going to have to still work for it here, but there is money that's going to be coming in. You may have needed to make a decision between one realm or the other. It's like you've been playing in between two worlds essentially, but this is you're gonna be put in the position to have to choose between one or the other, or they're gonna put you, the universe is gonna put you in the position to where it's only gonna be this new beginning. This is where there was that sense of needing to make a decision, right? Of which one. It's like you're holding on to one world more dominantly than the other, but you still haven't quite walked away from the other, and you're gonna be pushed to let justice restore itself, balance restore itself, and you're really trying hard to not walk away or give up from it, but there's gonna be, once that shift happens where you take that leap of faith, you know, your finances and everything is gonna be in a it's gonna be moving fast. There's a lot of fast information, fast movement here. A lot of sober thoughts is what I'm seeing too. You're going to be feeling like you want to move around, but you're not going to want to be seen. So you could come across like receiving a big lump sum of money, but you may not talk about it. Or you're being guided to not talk about it with other people, so that you're not spending it impulsively. You could have been in a situation where there wasn't no negotiating, there wasn't no healing, they wasn't trying to work with you. It could have been that something was taken from you, or something felt like it was abandoned or something, and you're like, damn, I would have never abandoned that. I would have took care of it, but it was beyond your control. Let go of that story and allow yourself to receive, because you are now going to receive. Again, there's something about energetic karmic debt being paid off, where there was a burden. All right, it could have felt like a burden. Somebody could have been really childish in the situation. Nonetheless, justice is being restored. So I affirm that you receive that which is for your highest good, that everything works out in the favor of that which is righteously so, for who it needs to be. Whatever subconscious energies have been dormant, that is keeping you stagnated, that is hindering you, may it be revealed and rush to the forefront of your mind with solutions and clarity, so that you know how to move forward from here, and you are in a space of taking that leap of faith, doing that quantum leap, having a paradigm shift in which is going to restore you and harmonize you in that way where you are in good health, good wealth, good fortune. Okay? And that's for everyone that's watching here, regardless if you're a Sagittarius or not. Should you allow yourself to really be in the space of allowing yourself to heal, then you're gonna see, because there's this thing of like not getting caught up on the healing timeline, but also integrating that which you have learned throughout your life and actually living your life. But not suppressing or repressing or ignoring that which actually needs healing. And if it's that you did the healing work, but other people around you didn't do the healing work, that is where there's going to be like that energetic like push to go for the change, to make this leap of faith and invest in yourself, and let bygones be bygones, and essentially allow yourself to reap the rewards of your hard work. Okay? All right. That is that reading, Sagittarius. I want to say thank you to everyone who has stayed this long, who has tapped in live and on the replay. I send you all my condolences. I send you all my love. I send you all clarity. And I affirm that the universe conspires in the highest and greatest good of all involved, and that the war has already been won. And so just allowing for justice to be restored. And I want to say, those of you who are in the space of moving mountains and bringing in that restoration for the collective, I thank you. I honor you. May you all have a great rest of your night, and happy full moon. Peace.